Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Zamy, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word me in the comments. I got you. I'll get back with you after this live. What's happening? If you're not following me, hit that follow. I am live on all channels: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and X Threads, LinkedIn, everywhere. And I go with Side Gig Sean. So you can follow me. What's up? Today was one of those crazy, busy days that it's been a long time since I have not posted anything at all during the day on social media. And today was one of those days because I was just really busy with other things, both business and personal related. So I'm still here. Some of you texted me and messaged me, say, "You okay? You okay?" And that was cool. That's very, I'm not going to lie to you. That was pretty nice because I wasn't just on social media. I was making a couple of calls and they were a little longer than usual and I just had stuff. And I want to share with you that happens. That doesn't mean it takes you out of the game. It may take you out for a second, but you're in the game. Just don't feel like, hey, there are times that you may have a low production day, but make sure you don't have a no production day. Like my mentor Ray Higdon says, I love that about him when he says that. I think that's kind of cool. So today I have an incredible story of humility and kindness. It's just going to blow your mind. If you know this story, you know it. If you don't, it is going to absolutely blow your mind. Uh, when it comes to power, it's a funny thing. Power is a funny thing because power controls. See, power controls the person and others. So power could be a really big deal, right? And for somebody to gain some kind of a power that is so powerful it's over everybody, and then exchange that with humility and kindness, it's kind of rare. Wouldn't you say people kind of exchange kindness and humility for power? Normally, you don't see it the other way around, right? In this case, what I want to share with you is how you can turn your extreme power into an act of kindness, humility, where you are going to be um, recognized and remembered, right? So, the president, well, not a current president, but one of the past presidents of Uruguay. Um, his name is Jose Mujica, and he donated. Get this man is the president of the country, right? And he donated 90% of his salary to his people, to the poor. 90% of his salary to his people, to the poor. He lives on a farm in a small house with without running water. He lives there with his wife and three-legged dog. He drives an old Volkswagen Beetle. He gets treated in a public hospital. He sits there in the waiting room like everybody else, waits for his turn, and he is one of the most humble guys. He's actually known to be the poorest president. That's the label he has, the poorest president. How do you like to have that as a label, right? I get this. So in his 5 years of presidency, the unemployment rate in his country dropped to half. And after he was done with his term, um, he turned down his he, before that though he turned down a private jet, and he instead bought a rescue helicopter equipped with the latest technology in medical equipment. Then he goes around and he refuses his pension after he gets done with his term. And what he does, he gives it to those who need it. And in an interview with this guy, they said, you were named the poorest president. How does that make you feel? And he turned around and he said that they tell me that I am the poorest president, but I don't consider myself poor at all. Poor are those people who are rich and wealthy, but are never satisfied. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? Poor. His name is Jose Mujica. Was the president of Uruguay. And I tell you what, to have humility like that, sometimes you could see that in a normal person. Normal, I don't know what that means, but normal, not of power. And then when you see it in somebody with that kind of a power, president of a country, 5 years in term, dropping unemployment by half, giving back 90% of his, that is incredible, of his salary, refusing his pension, living in a farm, driving a Volkswagen Beetle, you just keep going down the list. It just doesn't get any more humble than this. And if somebody like that, with that kind of a power and position, that's fun. When somebody like that, with that kind of a power and that kind of a prestige, that position can humble themselves to this kind of a situation, this point in their lives, I'm pretty sure you and I can as well. By the way, it's 11:11 here in Southern California. What time is it where you are right now? Drop it in the comments. 11:11 right here in Southern California. Make a wish. Let's go. So I think that if he can be humble, so can we. 2:11, nice. So you must be Eastern. Very nice. Vixen, very nice. That's cool. Where are you in the Eastern? NJ, New Jersey. Yes, let's go. Is it cold? Is it cold still over there? It got raining today in Southern California. We're not expecting that because yesterday it was warm and it was chill. It was awesome. And today it just got cloudy and rainy and it got chilly. It's still cold, yeah. I used to live in Michigan for 5 years. I don't miss the cold. I got to tell you, don't miss the cold. So, hey, if you need a reminder, I know I do. When you need a reminder to be humble, why don't we kind of refer back? I don't know anybody else of this much power that is this humbled. Maybe you can enlighten me if you do. But I think Jose Mujica is a pretty darn good example for being humble and really being out there for the people. A lot of people say, I want to help people. Yeah, when it's convenient for you, you do. You wouldn't want to help people when it's not convenient for you, because you wouldn't. Let's just be truthful, right? You help people when it's convenient for you. Now, I did a whole live on this, but that's not really helping. That's not helping. You can say you're helping, but you're not helping, because that's not being an inconvenience to you. You're helping when it's an inconvenience to you. You're like going out of your way to do something. When it's on your way and you walk out the gas station and there's a homeless person and you give him $5, that's not helping. You can make yourself feel good about it, but that's not helping. Helping is going to soup kitchen on a Friday night and helping feed the homeless. That's helping. That's helping. So if you need a reminder to be humble, really be out there for whomever you're out there for your audience, for your people, for the people around you. It doesn't have to be states away. It can be like the next person around you, right? The next time you need a reminder, you need some love on that. Refer back to Jose Mujica, the ex-president of Uruguay. I just love this story. It just gets better and better. The more I read, it's like, what is this up to? Like, this guy is so cool, right? So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration. Beta John, how are you? Fafa, good to see you on Instagram. We are live on all channels, by the way, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, later on X, Threads, and LinkedIn. If you're not following me, I'm not really sure why you aren't. You should be, because I am super awesome, and I'll be the first one to tell you. Follow me, I'll follow back. And with that, hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And I know you know somebody. You want them to be humbled, but you don't want to tell them yourself. Tag him to this, share this info, share this live, provide the value for others. And with that, I am Sean Zimi, and I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and use social media to grow it. If that is you, drop the word me in the comments, and I will get back with you after this live. I appreciate you. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.